Hey, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the HyperX Chargeplay Clutch. This is an all-in-one solution for your Nintendo Switch. It is a battery, it's a stand, it's a Joy-Con grip, all in one condensed portable package, which is actually really handy. If you guys play your Switch a lot, you'll know that I'm always talking about my Switch. It kind of goes everywhere with me. Admittedly, recently I have switched over to the Switch Lite, and this is specifically for the regular Switch. So obviously, if you've made the Lite transition, then this won't be for you. But given that most of you probably have a conventional Switch, then this is worth talking about, because this is really cool if you take your Switch on the go a lot of the time, or you kind of travel a lot with it and you want more than the kind of the regular 3-hour battery. Obviously, if you bought the newer Switch, I believe it has 6 hours or something like that, 6 or 8 hours, give or take. But principally if you're running with the old Switch, which I have on this one, then depending on the game you're playing, you're looking at around 3 hours. So if you want something that gives you more life, then this is worth talking about. So in this video, we are going to unbox it, take a look at it, talk about all the different features, and the guys over at HyperX very kindly sent me 2. So one of these will go to a lucky winner. I'm of course going to do a giveaway, which you guys can find out more information about at the end of the video. I will tell you how to win this. This is of course open worldwide, so if you guys want a chance to win one of these, then stick around. This will be the point where I realized that I didn't actually get a knife before starting to record this video. Also, this is actually the first time I've been able to use my unboxing desk. Since redoing my office, this is the whole reason that I got a desk, so I can actually unbox things from behind a desk instead of having to film it in a really booky setup. So that's great. But anyway, we're gonna unbox this. Now, obviously, if you guys have got Nintendo Switches, you probably have something like this, which is just like a power bank, right? And obviously this is a 20,000 milliamp hour battery bank, so it does have a lot of life in it. But sometimes, when you're sitting on like a plane, you're sitting on a train, having to like plug that in, get a cable, plug it into your Switch, it's all kind of separate devices, right? So if you want something that is, of course, combined into one, then that's the idea behind this Chargeplay. It doesn't have the same battery. This has got a 6,000 milliamp hour battery, so you'll probably get around 5 hours of additional charge from this. But still, when you think about kind of conventional flight times, maybe like an 8-hour flight, something like that, then the 5 hours plus the 3 hours default in that, then you're basically gonna have what you need to see the flight through. Anyway, of course, typical instructions in there. We don't need this. I know how to use stuff, and if I don't, I'm gonna work it out as we go. Starting off the front, of course, have the clutch itself. So this is broken into 3 different sections. You, of course, have the main unit, which has this clip at the top. It's got a USB-C point down at the bottom, and the Switch is going to dock straight into this. So if we take this out, you can of course see that it slides down there, docks in, and for safety, I mean, you could just leave it like that. For safety, that clips down, and now it's definitely not going to go anywhere. It's definitely not going to fall out. And it also rather conveniently has a stand on the back, like a little sort of kickstand, so you can then stand it up, and there's no kind of fear of it falling over, because the Switch does have a kickstand, but we all know it's not the strongest thing. So this has got a nice sturdy kickstand. You can adjust it to slightly different heights, but it's definitely not going to go anywhere. However, there is more. If we then go inside, you obviously have your default charging cable you need if you want to charge the actual thing, USB-C cable, pretty decent length, but that you'll need to charge the actual charging unit. And then beneath that, we have the grips for this. Now, obviously they can be linked together. They're just sort of clipped together like that, which is pretty handy, and we'll go over why in a minute. But by default, you can of course clip these onto the side of the unit. And by doing that, you then have a portable rig. Now, yes, this is pretty chunky, but I will say, by having the additional, especially if you're someone with like slightly bigger hands, by having the additional grip on the side, it actually kind of raises the profile of the Joy-Con. And then you have like this nice, definitely more so comfortable. It's almost more kind of comparable to holding like the Pro Controller in your hands. So for extended play sessions, sometimes you may find if you play your Switch in portable mode for like a long time, you start to like in the center of your hand get this sort of digging pain. So this, I often have these. In fact, I bought one of these for my Switch Lite. I used to have one for my 3DS, that kind of thing that just sort of gives you that nice grip. So it's very comfortable to hold. Now, yes, it is a chunky unit, right? This does turn the Switch into a chunky boy, but when you think about it, it's not hugely heavy. Now, obviously, if you're going to put this in a case, you may take it off, put it in a case, take it with you. But when you think about if you're traveling, sitting on a plane, sitting on a train, sitting somewhere with it in your hands, and you've got all in one, you've got a battery pack, you've got a nice comfortable grip, and it's just one condensed unit, that's actually a pretty compelling package. Forgive me, I should have cleared the desk at the same time. I'm kind of whole new to this whole new unboxing desk thing. This is a whole new world for me. But anyway, so you have that, and I guess on the one plus side, being kind of big, if anyone tries to steal your 3DS, you could always hit them around the face with it, because it's kind of heavy. Additionally, on the back of the unit, there's a button here which you can press, and of course that tells you how much charge you have in this. So I currently have 3 out of 4 lights, so of course you have an idea as to how much more you're going to get out of it. But the reason we also have the detachable Joy-Con grips is because if you take them off and you want to play, say, in handheld mode, then what you can do is you can pull out the kickstand, you can stand up the console, you can take the Joy-Cons off, and what you can then do is if you open it up in the middle bit, there's a flap that opens up, and you can then slide the Joy-Con into this grip. You can then do the same on the other side, open this one up, you can slide this down into there, and you can then link these together, and you actually have a Joy-Con unit. So again, if you haven't taken your Pro Controller with you, and you don't necessarily want to just sort of sit with the Joy-Cons like that, or you just don't want to have like, you don't want to sit holding the whole unit, because this now makes it a lot lighter. We've still got the nice comfortable grips with the actual additional sort of exterior profile there, but you then have the comfortable thing to hold in your hands, so you can then sit in tabletop mode, you're not actually holding the full weight of the battery, and you can then play like that as well. So it's pretty versatile, and you can even take it off like this. If you want to hold them individually with a slightly bigger grip, you can do that. So there's quite a lot of stuff you can do with this unit. So overall, I actually really like it. I mean, yes, as mentioned, it does make it a slightly chunkier unit, but if you want something that is an all-in-one package, if you don't want to have to worry about carrying this, plugging this in, having this on the table, having your Switch on the table, having a cable every time you want to go stand up, or someone asks you on the plane if they can go to the toilet and you have to go and pick all of them up, you can literally just have all of this in one together. So yeah, that's kind of it. That's all there is to it, really. That's a look at the Chargeplay Clutch, the HyperX Chargeplay Clutch for the Nintendo Switch. If you guys want to check it out, I'll of course link the website in the description box down below. You can find out more details on there, but that's pretty much everything there is to it. It is a all-in-one battery pack, grip, stand for your Nintendo Switch for the ultimate portability. Now, of course, if you guys want a chance to win one of those, then in the description box down below is also a link to the Gleam competition. Simple thing, follow us over on Twitter, the whole Arekkz Gaming team, myself, TwoSixNine, Paradise Central, and Vestmore, and also the guys over at HyperX. And then if you go and enter that, we will then draw the winner a couple of weeks' time, and we will post this out to them. This, of course, is open worldwide, so if you guys want to win, then it doesn't matter where you are in the world, provided you have an address, we can get it to you, then you can enter the competition. So that's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about this, then by all means let me know in the comments down below. But otherwise, catch you in the next one.